Holy, it's been a while. Welcome THL, Friday Night Fights, Saku. I am in the present company of some great individuals. We have Andy Rogers, fresh back off of their vacation. How you
What's
doing,
up,
Andy Rogers?
everybody? Oh my gosh, I'm so good. I am so excited to see all brand new decks because I've been gone for a month. So it's like it's like Christmas.
That's right. That's
Only
right.
like in January. It's like you left your presents under the tree for a month.
Now we're into March. It's like, oh, there you are. Okay. Hey.
Yeah.
And then we have a fantastic host and also caster as well as fellow op, Asli Akari. How are you?
I'm doing well. I am quite excited for this.
Yeah, the Heroes
Yes.
Final.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Hero
gosh.
Hero Hero season Hero Series finals, Legacy's in its finals, and
Wild is in its finals. Yep.
every single series is in its final week. So after this
But
we're
you
gonna
feel like
have
these playoffs have been going on
off season.
for at least forever.
A
Yeah.
month, yeah. With due to timings of mini sets and then a Thursday patch, playoffs have been quite extended, but which has given these teams plenty of time to make their plans and get their decks in. And this match, we have from Hero Finals is between G-Kick and Mycurse. We have the 4 seeds going at it.
Yes,
So
G Kick from Late Bloomers
Mhm.
going up against Minecurse from Abusing PR Management. So, yeah, very exciting. I mean, it's huge to be in the finals, the amount of pressure that's on you always to perform,
yeah.
especially, if you're on one of these teams who had great, both of these teams had really good regular seasons and they both were looking at the playoffs. So, a lot of pressure on these
Yeah.
players. It's early in the matchup. I think we only have one win with Molestar defeating Justin. So a lot of pressure on G Kick to get some points back, and you don't want to be down 2 matches going into the weekend already. So a lot of pressure here on G Kick, but we'll see what he can turn out. Let's talk about the lineups then, Azalea.
Yeah, for sure. So
You're definitely more of an expert than I am at this point.
yeah, there's been there's been a decent shakeup with the patch, Death Knight is still brought by both players. So G Kick
Death Knight's brought by just about everybody.
Yeah, Death Knight, Demon Hunter, Mage, and Priest for G Kick, and Mycurse has Death Knight, Mage, Priest, and Warlock. So Priest is the class that has really benefited from these sets of nerfs. And we have Saku has put that bans are in. It looks like G-Kick has banned Mage and Mycurse has banned Death Knight. The Mage ban definitely makes sense. Makes a little bit of sense. That maybe it's a little surprising to see Aggro Mage banned, considering that you have class decks that are pretty good into both mages. That I would say are pretty popular, but nonetheless,
Yeah, you wonder if he's trying to he's bringing
maybe
something as like counter pick.
yeah, maybe the DH is a little. I guess if he's bringing spell DH, it might be a little iffy into like big spell, but either way, I guess the players are kind of ready.
Yeah, they're ready to
So
go.
I don't want to, yeah, and I don't want to keep them waiting. We can kind of discuss things about what's,
What's gonna happen?
what things are here. What is to note is that Priest is up for both players, and Undead Priest has been a very strong deck. So I'm gonna take a guess that both players are that you're either gonna see somebody lead a Priest counter, or somebody's going to lead with their Priest. And the Mage, the aggro Mage has kind of showed up to be the big Undead Priest counter deck. So we'll see what happens.
We are in, so we're gonna have Mycurse for our our casters to spectate first, which is going to be putting at the bottom of the screen for our viewers. And at the very top is going to have G-Kick, is playing some Demon Hunter.
Yeah, so we will see both of the other classes that both players are bringing.
Okay, so
Warlock, and it isn't. It looks like it's a Curse Imp Warlock for my curse. On the other side, yeah, the Fell for G-Kick.
Yeah. Curse Imp Warlock going into the Demon Hunter. It's not the worst matchup for the Curse Imp, and if it gets going pretty quickly, it can definitely put in some work. We're just gonna see we're gonna see the relics get juiced up here with an extinction to remove the Flame Imp and a hero power to deal some more damage.
He can coin out this Fiendish Circle.
Yeah,
gonna tap.
I'm unsure about tapping there just because you do have somewhat of a plan to start playing like Fiendish Circle, so maybe maybe trading the shipment instead if you didn't want to play anything, or like Andy said, mentioning coining out the Fiendish Circle. Does get a little rewarded here with the Wicked Shipment. But
so I
with
imagine,
the impending,
pending catastrophe. So you gotta imagine. I mean, you gotta get on the board in this matchup early. Looks like he is gonna draw with this Wicked Shipment and the pending catastrophe, and it's not too bad. It's 3 cards.
No.
I think that I would have liked to have seen the Fiendish Circle just because I don't
I
know. You're not going to get much use of it in this matchup late.
Yeah.
So I think that it gets played early before, for example, Unleash Fell, which was drawn, can heal you up. Like, so holding it, that's probably not what I would have done in this matchup. So, but we'll see what he goes for. I'm guessing that he wants to start to get these curses lined up, start crowding the hand. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any of the real curse generators aside from Abyssal Wave at this point. So,
yeah, for sure. There's not a ton of good. There's only one curse card, but it's the most expensive.
I think he's kind of lost his window to win on. I mean, the power of the Curse Imp Warlock is always that it can win on board early with its imps, or with its imps, and then it can win late with its curses. He's kind of lost that window though to build that board. I mean, this would be his last turn that he can go for it, where he could go Flame Imp, Librarian, Coin, and Fiendish Circle. Yeah. But then he's open up to Unleash Fell, as we see, or Arcanist Unleash Fell. So I think that this got to be the turn that he goes for something to build a board.
Yeah,
if he
I agree.
One Fiendish Circle on the Librarian or one Fiendish Circle on the Flame Imp. Just kind of testing. I think that that's not a bad idea. Just kind of test and put some pressure on and see how his opponent responds to this. Because, it's always really scary to see lots of imps in this deck. So.
Absolutely.
On the other side here, if you're G-Kick, how scared are you of all these imps? Ooh. Well, taking another Unleash Fell.
So the Keen Reflex here is absolutely massive.
Oh yeah, Keen Reflex.
We're gonna get 5 attack, and that's gonna go all face.
Yeah, that's
this. And Kurtrus likely to come down next turn with 4/4s, and there's not a whole lot we can do. There's not necessarily a whole lot to do. Potentially we're looking at like a second circle with some stuff, but I'm not 100% sure that's really good. There's not like the issue kind of has proven. Yeah, this is a decent line.
Yeah, I guess it's going
off the board.
Yeah, it keeps the 4/3 off the board. Put some minions down.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side, you know, is
Yeah.
building up a little bit of presence.
Yeah.
You do kind of lose like your Dark Vein activator though. Like you lost, you just played both of your Dark Vein activators, which is not ideal.
Yeah, there's definitely all right. At least now we're starting to see curse cards. We can, I think here honestly. Okay, we're gonna slam Abyssal. Okay, not terrible. I was imagining playing like Tamsin dragged below.
So what he could do, I wonder if next turn what he will do is, yeah, there was one line of going Tamsin and the double drag below, which I think maybe I liked a little bit better, but I think that maybe this turn we're gonna see him do a Bran Lady Darkbane.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it just because there's no way to clear it on the spot. It is a threat.
In which case you're putting down. I mean, you're probably just dead though, but I don't think you can do
Yeah.
that this turn because I think you're dead.
No, I think you have to. I
So
think you have to play the drag belows here, on the 2/3
well,
phase.
the other play that you could do is Dark Vein, Coin, Drag Below.
Oh, Dark Vein Coin drag below. Yeah, that would work.
Which give them 3 curses. It would start to really ramp up your curse production.
Yeah, and also would have allowed to trigger. What now? If we want to use Abyssal Wave to do more curses, we have to wait until we draw the second one. So I actually agree with your. I definitely agree with your play there. Unleash Fel Barrage.
Just lethal?
Fel Barrage should just be lethal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage.
It is 60 damage on the face, so yeah, good on G-Kick. Yeah, I think he played that one out really well. I think that for my curse, I think it was just a little too slow in the early. He had some turns where he could have got on the board a little earlier. As you said, I think he was just a little passive in certain aspects. So,
and I think a lot of that stuff. I think a lot of that will kill you. Especially Warlock into Demon Hunter. That's already enough of a rough matchup. And then to have to play that into having played into Fel DH, which just has all the clears.
Yeah, there's a lot of really clears, especially now that they're playing things like School Teacher and the Nerubian, which can discover even more clears. It can be pretty nasty. So he is going to pull out his priest as the counter here.
Yeah, this will be the Undead Priest. Yeah. Early Shadowcloth Needle. That is a really big card in the matchup in general. So yeah, I mean, Shadowcloth Needle, Whispers of the Deep, all very good cards. I'm not the most knowledgeable about what list we're gonna see. I'm sure that my curse. I think there's been a pretty definitive list that's been a pretty like optimized definitive list that's been put out by somebody, but
so
I haven't played a ton of I'm not a big fan of that. I'm not a big fan of that mulligan. Mulliganing away your weapon it seems like a pretty big no-no in matchups.
Well, he gets it right back, so he's not punished.
Yeah, not punished. I think this card is so big. I mean, the only real bad part is that there's no that there's the only shadow spell is Grave Digging, which
he needs
maybe not the best. I mean, we're gonna see this. We're probably gonna see Coin Haunting Nightmare this turn, I imagine, especially with the Cathedral in hand.
I wonder if you would coin out the Cathedral this turn, just so that you could guarantee next turn that you could get the
you're right.
Card draw.
Yeah, you're right.
I think that's what he's going to go for because you're not in a lot of pressure. You have the weapon up, so even if he did play a relic here, it's just gonna dump a Fel Barrage, or thinking about dumping a Fel Barrage.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Fel Barrage, but I would think I would imagine we're just gonna see a hero power and then attack face. Maybe I think part of the reasoning for maybe wanting to go for just straight up Fel Barrage is that this matchup, the
Yeah, he's trying to race
the
him.
Demon Hunter has to be the aggressor in this matchup for sure. But does get rewarded for holding the Fel Barrage. Gets to clear a 6-4. Oh my gosh, that is a very, very good spot to land for the soldier. The soldier landing on Grave Digging means that we're gonna get to see a 4/3 summon for free.
Okay. Well,
I'm not a big fan of this, just for the purpose of it's not an undead. Yeah, I know you. I felt like the curve.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Going Gravedigger with Shadowed Spirit was just such a big board swing.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure that this Bone Caller was the best call, but maybe it's.
I guess in the
maybe
sense that it's stickier, like it is a little bit stickier because it is going to put down another minion. So you're kind of guaranteeing that next turn you will have a stickier minion on the board. I do agree with you, Bill. I think that you're losing the 1 mana draw 2 cards plus get a minion is just that's just so much value. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I think they're just so hard to pass up that kind of a value turn. So.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit wrong. He's gonna think about it. I'm guessing he's okay. He holds off.
I mean, G-Kick's hand is very slow right now. I think he was planning out a couple of turns in advance, maybe thinking about that extinction.
A little bit of a misplay here. He does draw last.
Yeah, drawing first. I mean, it's I guess Animate Dead. Actually, that would have been nice to play because that would have given a Haunting Nightmare back potentially. But I guess if he's always spending his mana that way, drawing doesn't necessarily matter. But I still think drawing first is definitely a good habit to get into. Kurtrus on 5. Oh, what an excellent pickup.
Pretty powerful. The problem is, I think, so I think that this is the right play. You're gonna use the location. No,
it's not a full clear anymore, but it does clear the Taunts life.
I don't think it ever could have been a full clear.
Okay. Yeah, so I think you're correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now Grave Digging again, I would say a very good option here to draw 2 cards.
For sure. It will
and at this point, it's you might, if you don't want to go super wide, then you probably just go for Grave Digging plus the Benedictus. But it looks like we're gonna go a bit wide here. Gonna remove the 4/2. Summon Asalor, not the best Animate Dead, but it's still fine. And gonna get a lot of damage in this turn. 8 damage to face.
Yeah. Pumping a little bit of a punish that he doesn't have the relic here for his dimensions.
But the double unleash plus Fel Barrage plus face does clear the board. So
yeah, you take out this attendant, and then you can get a board clear. And problem is you don't really. I mean, he does have Relic of Dimensions and the Vault next turn too.
Oh, so what a great pickup! That Basilev can fill the board again.
Oh man.
Basilev plus probably the 3 mana Haunting Nightmare is very good usage of mana. Oh no.
So he's just gonna go back.
It's not too terrible. It's slightly less onboarding. You just saw everything get played, and now we're gonna get Relic Vault into Dimensions, and let's see what this does. This can do a lot.
Oh, 3 mana Thenno, it's pretty big.
Thenno for
3 mana Nerubian, that's also pretty big.
Yeah, he's got a couple of spells here. This should definitely do some work.
Bad. Unfortunately, he can't play the Relic of Phantasms on the same turn.
No, but he did pick up the multi-strike here. which will help a lot.
Okay.
Multi-strike, Sigil of Alacrity, and then you ping down the 4/3. Maybe I'm not 100% sure what the best course of action is.
Yeah,
This
unfortunately.
does full clear though. Oh,
No,
he doesn't go. Oh, it doesn't because
'Cause
multi-strike
he
can't
was-
attack the same minion twice.
Yeah, he was too short.
Yeah. So
You could steal the Citheno.
yeah, not the end of the world. You have you have a way to clear stuff, and you have minions.
If you
Otherwise you're clearing it. Otherwise you're trading in your.
So actually, you can steal the Citheno, and then you can silence your Hexen to keep it.
Yeah, you silence your Najack and you keep it. Yeah.
I think that I like that play.
I also like.
And then you might even just throw down Astalar.
Yeah.
For armor, and then.
Well, you wouldn't have the mana for that, but.
Oh no, that's right. You couldn't.
You can play.
Yeah, but then you could just ping, or you could just play the.
Yeah.
Corporeal.
The 2-mana 5/5. Even just going that 2-mana, going like.
Okay. Oh no.
Okay, yeah, 2 mana. Okay, I respect it. He's gonna try and guarantee the clear. Actually, it does guarantee the clear because of the needle. Okay. Yeah, good find. I might have gone with the Najack into.
Yeah, I like
into the 5/5 clear, just to. But then I guess it's possible.
That's the sexier play, is stealing somebody's Citheno.
Yeah, it is. I think this was I mean, overall.
Plus, you have spells to play.
Yeah, I mean, my curse made a better line than what I was looking at. I mean, maybe there's something with doing something with Basilisk, but like in the end, as long as he cleared off the minions, it was definitely the best line you needed to take.
I think really his only play here is to trigger this Relic Ball and play this Relic of Phantasms.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, Zymox would take out one of these two minions. However, the problem is that. Okay, he's gonna go for it. I mean, I wonder if he could try and gamble and go to draw a card. Let's see what he does. Okay, so he's gonna try and take out.
Extinction is 5. Extinction is a clear.
So he does. Oh yeah, but I mean, you will get
the 4 3
something back. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, now you go for the Zym. Now you take the Zymox with the Hexen, I'm pretty sure. And then you can go like.
Well, he's gonna kill it. That's a lot of damage.
I mean, he has a clear with a silence. I guess the line. Am I missing some line? I guess we're gonna play Basilisk instead here. Okay, you can go for the Benedict. You can play Benedictus here if you want.
Okay.
Could silence the Incorporeal and kill off the Zymox if you wish, as well. Could also still steal it and then trigger it. Looks like we're just gonna go for the killing of the minion though. Yeah, he's setting up for lethal.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's a pretty nasty board.
I think either line he took could have set up for lethal, but it looks like this Jace is just gonna do a lot of damage. That's quite rude. Wow, barrage after is pretty insane, but it leaves him at 5.
So he can steal the Jace.
You can steal the Jace. You can steal the Jace, ping the 2/2, and your animate. Then you play animate dead, and you're leaving a lot of mana on the board. Oh, another poor animate dead. Unfortunately, there's so many amazing minions in the pool. So this does Yeah, so we're trading. That's the ticket. That's the
Trade.
ticket to get the Jace back. Was able to find damage.
Yep.
So this looks like G-Kick might be able
Wait.
to survive through this. Although,
Oh.
He got lucky that Jace could have died there, and that would have been a disaster. No attack first, but it's in the
Yeah,
one.
pushes him down to 1 anyway. I mean, he pushes him down to 1 anyway.
Yeah.
And
Mind Seer, this is gonna be it. There's no comeback for my curse, and the priest has lost to the demon hunter. Yeah, I think a couple of slow lines left the demon hunter in there just enough, unfortunately.
yeah, I think that my curse could have pushed, especially after he saw the first clear. I think that he needed to push a little bit more and try and get out. There was maybe some passive turns. I think like we saw, he could have gotten Steno, he could have stolen Zymox, and done kind of like more of those moves.
Yeah.
He was too passive in trying to focus on clearing the board, in which it ended up being that he couldn't keep up with the Jace in the end. So we will see the Demon Hunter out here. The DK. So it is the DK.
Frost aggro DK into the Demon Hunter.
Does have the egg. It's gonna need some way to buff it though.
Yeah, maybe not as necessary. I think we're looking. I think the main look is going to be Construct Quarter, which is the Demon Hunter Death Knight location, is what's going to keep this egg. But one thing I know is that Demon Hunter can sometimes could potentially just deal with egg without having to trigger could deal with it plus it's check out of it. So early school teacher gonna play and Strife summoning and multi-strike. Gonna end up taking the multi-strike here.
Okay.
Pointing out the multi-strike. Okay, not bad at all. Gonna remove the minions. The 3/3 has
3/3.
3/3 is just contested by the 4/4, which is good. This is racking up a bunch. This is racking up a bunch of corpses though, and that Marrow Manipulator is quite a strong card. All right, Skeletal Sidekick. Let's see, Might of Menethil can freeze both of the minions, and just allow for 7 damage to go face if wishes. If you want to hold the corpses. Otherwise, I'm not. Okay, so we're just opting to clear off the 4/4 and leave the 3/3 alive.
That's
absolutely fine.
It's a little bit. There's a lot of resources because you're pumping in the hero power, the battle cry, and 1 weapon swing in.
Yeah, but I mean, at least you're getting the 1 corpse out of it. And as long as he can just keep the DH off the board, he does have the capability of just pyro blasting face next turn. That's an excellent pickup. The Frost Strike. Could definitely see a line
I think
hero power plus that.
Yeah. Well, and the Harbinger of Winter probably comes out.
Yeah, I probably want to play the Harbinger.
Depending upon what spell you get.
Howling Blast is quite good. I wouldn't play it yet, but definitely I think the Harbinger is really good here.
Yeah.
And it's just more chip damage. Board is getting cleaned up, and this Marrow Manipulator will just deal 10 damage next phase if allowed to.
Can pick up a Relic of Phantasms, Dispose Evidence.
1 mana Phantasms is really good.
Yeah. The problem, I mean, you could go Might of Menethil. Freeze it.
I think Howling Blast is just really good here. We're gonna see with the school teacher first into a Howling Blast again. Oh, I really just want to see that Howling Blast get picked. It's so strong. you clear off a bunch. You can clear off a bunch of minions with it.
Thing is,
you don't have. He doesn't have to freeze the face. He can just hit the 4/3 with it, then deal 1 damage everywhere else. And you have a pretty good size clear. But we're just gonna go for the freeze and the attacks. All right.
All right, just gonna try and race this thing. Push
Well,
damage. I think
I mean, I think it's lethal over. Like the problem is that this deck just has all this heal.
Yeah.
So like Arcanist plus Unleash Spell is so strong, and yeah, I mean instantly the game gets turned on its head, and like Frostworm Fury was supposed to set lethal up, and now you're like sitting and trying to figure out how we're gonna get out of this and not die. Jason, like you have to kind of guess Jason 2 turns at this point.
And the problem is it's so bad to leave up this Arcanist. You're so scared.
Oh yeah, and you can clear the Arcanist for sure. But
Okay,
we're gonna
so
go for the. All right,
gonna...
we're gonna rip the Marrow Manipulator and clear the board. Hopefully.
I gotta imagine 9 shots.
It's definitely cleared the board. Yeah. All right. But I mean, we're just setting. It's just setting up lethal. Like, there's nothing. The Jace is. Like, there's.
Okay. Yeah.
He has to decide. I think you do need to predation the brand because there's potential for silliness, and now he's pretty much guaranteed it, and this should lock up the series. Howling Blast going face. Howling Blast to face would prevent all the attacks. Might of Menethil. You still need to clear this. You need to clear this that out. I think Howling Blast has to be the play here afterwards, unless you find something cheaper. The Scourge is good. Would be good.
He's got to use it this turn though. Like he's got to use that.
You have to freeze face, right? Like you have to freeze face with Jace. It's over now. Game is just.
Or yeah, well he can heal.
He heals to 11, but I'm pretty sure that there's enough Jace damage to just win.
Not without any spell power.
No, I think you might be correct. I think it depends on how damage comes out. Yeah, the damage came out just. No, it didn't come out perfectly.
Yeah, see.
Okay, so now it's. Now it's like Menethil Howling. Now it's like Menethil Howling Blast. Hero Power face.
So if you Frostworms. So Frostworms Fury. I mean, so he can. So if he can Howling Blast the face, and he can Might of Menethil. So you would you want to swing? I mean, like you're losing 2 damage.
You don't want to. I don't think you swing the bone. I don't think you ever swing this bone breaker.
Okay, so that's
definitely committing to. We're definitely committing to this line, which I believe is 2 turn. Which I believe is 2 turn lethal.
Yeah. So next turn you guarantee
It's
lethal.
it's not guaranteed. It wouldn't be guaranteed. Well, it would be guaranteed from his perspective. Now Kurtrus comes out. Now it's a little less guaranteed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is a full board freeze, but it's dead. It's lethal. He top decked lethal in the top decked lethal with that Chaos Strike. Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's right. Wow. Well, so because next turn I think my curse on 10 mana had lethal.
I think right.
He did.
I didn't count it.
He did. He had 12 exactly because he could have played. So the 5 damage from the worm, 4 from the weapon, and then the hero power plus the dude.
Skeletal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a very timely top deck from G-Kick, and he snags the lethal right in front of the face of counter lethal and a full sweep for G-Kick.
Series is tied.
Yeah, that's a big win for the late bloomers. Getting back on track after Justin's loss. So, yeah, fantastic in all 3 games. Very well played. Did very well, and we welcome him in. Congratulations, G-Kick. Fantastic games played. Run us through your thoughts on the series.
Hey guys, thank you. Thanks. I mean, to be honest, like submission night, I was like, I think I'm just gonna bring Demon Hunter and see what happens, and it worked out this time.
Yeah, definitely got there.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's definitely cool to get like another sweep to like counteract their sweep on us versus Justin.
Oh yeah, it's
Um,
huge for sure.
So, I mean, that's definitely exciting. Um, do you guys have anything in particular?
Yeah, talk us through, I guess, your thoughts on how you felt the games went. First game. What was your
Yeah.
feeling against
Um,
like the Warlock?
yeah, so that was a match that we had scrimmed beforehand, and I was actually kind of worried about it because I had not done too well in those matchups, in those scrims.
Yeah.
But we got kind of lucky, I think, in a lot of these matchups, if I'm going to be honest with myself. He didn't have a lot of curses. He had a really slow imp start too, by the looks of
Yes.
it.
It was a very slow. It was a pretty. I wouldn't say it
Uh,
was. I wouldn't say it was the slowest imp start. He played it very slow.
he
Mm,
played very slow. Like there were turns. He had
Yeah,
he
like
had both
had an early
circles. Like he
had
had
like
both fiendish
yeah
circles in his hand, and he instead
early circle.
going
Yeah.
on circle on 3 or even coining circle on 2. I think 2 he
mhm.
tapped, and then
Three
I
he
think on 3
played.
he played the
Three he played Fiendish. I
yeah.
think three he
Yeah,
played
yeah.
So
Fiendish.
he
Yeah.
didn't play fiendish circle on
No,
3.
he
He
didn't.
played
Oh, he
the
went shipment and shipment
yeah,
draw.
it
Oh,
shipment and
yeah.
then draw.
Yeah.
So that kind
Um,
of was like
hmm,
as we were saying, like he kind of lost his window to get on the board with
yeah.
the imps in the early game, which kind of hurt him. He did have some plays later, like where he could have gone for big, like to give you more curses, and he took kind of more passive lines, which we were kind of saying
Mm-hmm.
like
Mhm.
weren't necessarily what we were looking at.
Yeah.
I think overall in a lot of games that was kind of the outcome was that he took a lot of passive lines, except for maybe the last game, which we'll talk about in a minute. But all right, second game, what was your thoughts going up against the Priest?
That's definitely kind of like what I was hoping to see when I brought the Demon Hunter. There's a lot of lifesteal. There's a lot of ways to clear the board. Um, I can't remember exactly what turn it was, but there was the play where he played the 4 mana resurrect all your unturns that died, and then I had like the really big heal off of it and the board
Yeah.
clear, and so I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I mean, that's sort of just what you want to see happen when you're playing Demon Hunter,
Yeah.
especially in that matchup.
Yeah, it's
And
definitely very strong if you
Mm-hmm.
get to those stages. So
It,
yeah,
it it felt like you. I mean, it felt like you definitely had your game plan just down, and you knew your turns that you needed, that you like. Okay, I'm Demon Hunter. Turn 6 and on, I can Reno on my opponent
hmm
if I can just have Arcanist or like even just Thalnos and Fells and like our Unleash fell like so. Um, and you played to that super well. It felt yeah. I think that was my big takeaway from your gameplay. Like I think the only thing I was worried about was when you took the chance that your Jace would die when it got stolen by Najak with the
hmm
with the extinction. I was kind of expecting you to take the line of just guarantee that you get the Jace, and it worked out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's like moments in this game I was like, oh, that's a great top deck and whatnot.
Yeah,
Definitely some very lucky pulls
yeah.
well,
on
the
my
third
end.
game,
Oh my gosh.
The
he
third game,
had counter lethal.
you were gonna get counter
Had you not
lethal.
gotten, um, if he
The
saw it, I mean, he had those were the only cards in his hand, so we assume that he'll see it.
mm,
But he had counter lethal the next turn from 12 damage with the worm and the weapon
Yeah.
and the hero power plus the plus 2 do damage 1 mana
yeah.
Hmm.
undead. So he did have 12 damage like back, so the top deck was very timely. But again, very well played, I think, as well in that game,
Yeah.
putting the pressure on him early. Having the board clears, getting back up in the health. I think there were some lines that he could have played a little bit more aggressive, I think. But I think it was all across all 3 games, just very well played with that Demon Hunter. So yeah, congratulations.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Yeah, you too. Thanks for being on stream.
Yeah.
Yes,
thank you,
so much.
Yeah, of course.
Wow.
All right. Well, exciting. I mean, we always love to get more than 3 games, but
yeah, things
an exciting 3 games.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how Hero Series goes sometimes.
Yeah, Hero Series
you
has
get
been
rolling, and it's a downhill rock. So
yeah.
It's an accurate way to put it. So if you're down 3-0 real quick, that's what Hero does. Either go 3-0 or it's a sweep. Back the other way. So
reverse sweep. Yeah.
It's interesting. I was I was not expecting the DH to be the deck that swept from G-Kick, but he certainly, like I said, he knew how to play the deck very well, and he was able to pilot it and get the win for sure.
Yeah. For sure. So yeah, congratulations to him, and that evens up the series. So exciting. We are tied 4-4 with 3 games left to play. So it's now a best of 3 between the final remaining players. So hopefully we can see some of those games on stream this weekend. But
yeah.
Not sure what's lined up for Saturday. I think Wild9's trying to get some people together. I know I got Sunday lined
they
up
can
with
get on there, especially always in the finals. We want to see as many games as we can on stream.
Yeah.
That's right. So if anybody in the Wild Series or Hero Series itself, just hit up Wild9 for Saturday. I think
sure.
It'll be like 8 p.m. Eastern to 10 p.m. Eastern. Sunday's got 2 matches there for Legacy Series, which has a tentative game of 8 p.m. Eastern, Based Inc. versus Neji Boston. So that's one seed face-off. Yep. And then 9 p.m. 9 p.m. is going to have Yellow Darts versus Kodomora. So that should be an excellent matchup as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big brains, or 4 big brains there, duking it out for Legacy Finals champions.
Yeah. So
very exciting. Yeah, definitely games to check. So
yep.
Fantastic. Our Hearthstone weekend has just begun.
That's right.
Yeah, we're super. I would guess we're pretty close to crowning pro champions. And it looks like for there's two matches left. F2L is up 12-5. It's still possible that Neji's team can win with a couple of sweeps.
Yep.
To go to win 13-12, but I mean obviously it's got to be no points given up for the rest of the time to win, and that would be a pretty big ask. In general, I don't know. I don't know how the matches are going to end up with, but we're pretty close there. Wild is 1-1, is just like this series is 1-1. And Legacy has 0 games played.
And congrats to Seth, undefeated pretty much this whole season. So
yeah, Seth went. Yeah, Seth went 10-0. Yeah. So he should get his MVP for the regular season, going undefeated.
Yeah. So maybe Donday stats will skew that a little bit, and Seth will get rigged.
It might be in that case, but it's not Donday's.
No,
but it's not Donday's thing anymore that we go on with that.
He's still here in spirit, so it's one of those things. So, but I want to thank both you guys for casting tonight. I want to thank our viewers for tuning in. This Hero Series match, and we are going to see if we can try to raid Ron Mexico at this stream.
Sure.
Oh my God, let's raid
So-
Ron.
So we can raid Ron. So thanks everybody again for joining. Just tune into the Discord at THL for any more updates on matches. So have a good night and
Peace, gang.
let's go Raz or raid Ron here.
Sounds good.
Actually, I gotta wait for the stream for 10 minutes, but
Oh yeah.
anyway, it's all good. But enjoy your night. See you
Yep.
later.
See you later.
Peace.